Hey, how's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a quick Swordsoul deck profile, and I'll be adding some combos at the end. So yeah, this is for anybody that is planning on building Swordsoul, and hopefully this can give you some ideas and also help you get some combos. So when you do decide to pick it up, you'll have a little bit in your back pocket, so to say. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Not going to go into too much detail. Just going to really quickly run through it. So 3 Moye, pretty standard. And then 3 of the Strategist. 2 Taya. And 2 Incredible Ecclesia. Moving on to the Tenny portion of the deck, we got 3 Adhara. Or Shuna, sorry. 2 Vashuda. And 2 Adhara. Then for the hand traps, monster hand traps, 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. For the spells, we got the Emergence, 2 Vessel, 2 Pot of Desires, and I do run 2 Twin Twisters. You can definitely take those out and replace them with anything you like. I still like the option of Back Row Hates. 2 Cross-Out Designator, just helps you to extend your plays and not get hit too hard by the hand traps. 1 Heavenly Circle, 1 Summit, and 1 Called by the Grave. That'll do it for the spells. On to the traps. We got 3 Infinite Impermanence, 2 Solemn Strike. I still like it. I know going second it's not as impactful, but I still like the Solemn package sometimes. Usually you run a Judgment and a Warning, but I think overall the strikes are very nice. And the 1 Blackout. For the extra deck, really quickly, we got 1 Yazi. You can definitely take that out and put in another Baxia. I hardly ever go into the Yazi. Then the 2 Shisha. The 1 Berserker. The 1 Dragite. And 1 Borrowed Savage. This is another one you could take out. Hardly ever go into it. 1 Xiaofang. 1 of the Sinister. 1 of the Supreme Sovereign, and 1 Baron de Fleur. For the synchros. For the links, really quickly, we got, of course, 2 of the Monk, 1 Shaman, and 1 Nightmare Unicorn to run off the deck. So we'll go ahead and shuffle it up and do some test hands here in a second. Alright, really quickly for some test hands, we'll do 1 going first and 1 going second. Not going to really mess with interruptions just because, you know, there's not really any point in test hands. I know planning for interruptions is always nice, but we'll just really quickly get some test hands in. This one will be going first. So we've got an Ecclesia, Adhara, Moye, Emergence, and a Heavenly Dragon Circle. This is basic full combo. You can even go the route of the Taya play as well. So what you could do is, assuming no interruptions, Moye, you can reveal Adhara, spawn a token, then you can synchro into the 8, and you'll get the Shisha, and then you'll get to go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, draw a random card, and search out. We'll go ahead and search out the Summit since we have. Oh no, never mind. You can't do the Taya play. Never mind. So you'll still want to get the long one. And here you can search for next play or something like that. Or you could even search the trap instead and use this to search the long one. It's up to you. So say we did that, get the trap instead. So we got the blackout instead, and then use this to search out the long one. You can go ahead and use the effect special by discarding and then spawn a token, of course, synchro into the 10. Now, depending on how you want to set up, I usually go for the Sinister just because it's 2 interruptions and just very strong overall. And then you can go ahead and set your blackout, and you could even set the Heavenly Circle in this certain situation. And of course, you have your random card to extend plays. But yeah, not too bad. You'll get to banish a spell and trap, or spell or trap, and banish a special summon monster, which is real nice. And if anything happens, like they get negated or whatever, you have blackout to interrupt more, and Heavenly Dragon Circle to get a monster to hand or special summon if you have a normal monster. But in this case, it'll be a synchro, so you just get to add it to your hand. And then you have the Ecclesia plus random card for more setup for next turn. So overall, very strong. Let's go ahead and go into the going second hand. Again, not really looking to play with interruptions just because it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's really helpful. You know, if you get hit with your Moye play, you're usually in a lot of trouble if you've played Swordsoul at all. So, alright, going second. We got Circle, Desires, Vishuda, Imperm. So usually you'll use the Imperm, then you'll draw. So there's a couple plays you can do here. You could go ahead and just do Desires. If it gets ashed, you know, of course you're in a lot of trouble, but we'll just play without interruptions. So draw 2 more cards, and not the greatest. You do run into some hands like this, which is a bit unfortunate, but it happens. Trying to think of what you can kind of do here. You do have a circle, which is very helpful. So what you could do is you could special summon the Vishuda, link into the link one. That way you have a normal monster, you have a Vishuda in the grave, and then you could technically banish to bounce something back. Then you use circle to get the monk tributed. Then you could go ahead and just add your Moye. Since you haven't used your normal summon, you can do Moye, reveal long one, or blackout, doesn't matter. Spawn a token, then synchro 8. And of course you can go the same route now. In this scenario, depending on how the opponent's board is set up, of course go Shisha 1, 2, get a cut, and then 1 random card. Then you can go ahead and add Taya for follow-up if you want to. Unless you've banished all your Tayas, which I did, unfortunately, from that banishment. So you can go ahead and just get another Moye or whatever you need. So I'll grab a Moye since my Tayas were banished from the Desires. And then you can go ahead and discard either your trap or your other long one to special, and then synchro into a 10. Of course, burn for 12. And then usually I'll go for Supreme Sovereign, depending on the board state, just because you can go ahead and banish to negate a monster, and then banish a monster on field and graveyard with this. And with Desires being in effect, this guy is plus 1100, and the opponent's monsters are minus 1100. So you still have your random card, your blackout, a pot of Desires for for fun, get this even bigger, and then Moye to follow up. So you can go and set, and then keep these in hand. And that way you have banishment, and then if you pass turn, you can also negate and get more banishment. So this is more interruption, and just a lot of fun. So those are some combos you can do. Again, it just comes down to how often are you playing the deck and what plays you're able to come up with depending on how bricky your hand is and stuff like that. So it's not always just one combo. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.